Okay, so you've been in the game for a pretty long time, rubbed shoulders with A-listers. You even put people in position to become A-listers. Mm-hmm. Has anyone tried your manhood throughout your career?
Never. I don't have them kind of problem.
Never? Not one time?
No.
Insinuated?
No. That's never come across my path.
That's really good. Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, never.
Because you've been in the game for, and rubbed
but
shoulders.
I'm a loner, though, so I don't hang with people. I'm not at the parties.
Okay.
I'm not drinking and smoking with people. My presence of a man is very powerful, and I know this. And I get DMs from women that appreciate the kind of man that I am. And one of the greatest DMs I've ever got was from a woman in Detroit. And I was doing a concert out there, and she said, I came into this bar, and she said that my presence was so strong that she showed the energy of all the men in their shift, that they had to have their shit together. And she said, I stood next to her, I was with a group of people. She said the hair on her arms stood up because she was so nervous. And she just complimented me on that. And I see what's happening with social media around the world, from Ghana to Australia, to London. I just got a call today from the UK, what the effect that I am having on the world of the kind of man that I am, because they are truly embracing how I think. They are truly embracing how I move. And obviously, I'm not doing something wrong for the massives to truly respect it. Now, when it comes to relationships and liabilities and liabilities and assets, women have gotten upset because, again, people listen to reply, they don't listen to comprehend. What I take from a female getting upset, there's some women who just listen to reply, but then there's some women who are a liability. And when you're a liability, you feel like you have to go on social media to say that you're not.
How are they a liability?
It depends on who you are. So I did this on Facebook, and I talked about when I was young, how I used to fly women places. And one day I said this to a young lady, very successful. I said, yeah, I'm going to fly. She said, fly me for what? She said, I got my own money. She said, I'll fly myself. And I always was impressed with that. And from that moment on, I've always met women who pay for their own tickets. Now, me being the kind of man I am, I believe in you handle local shit, I handle state and federal. And what I mean by that, if you pay for your ticket, cool. I got everything else, hotel, I got the rent-a-car, I got the food, and if we go shopping, I'm gonna get you a few things. Now, I'm not gonna take you on a shopping spree. But you'll get a few items to show that I care, I'm not buying no red bottom shoes. I'm not buying no Burke bags or nothing like that. And let me explain to you why. I'm 63. If I meet you and you need that, you're not the woman for me. Because
you're after materialistic.
No, that's not what, you don't have to be materialistic. These are things you should have before you met me. Because what have you been doing with your life that you're on this planet so long, you have not achieved certain things. I think once you get past a certain age, there's just certain things you should have achieved on your own as you become a woman. If these things that you want, not saying everybody's financially can get there, but they should have, I call it accomplishments. What have you accomplished in your life before I meet you? Now, if I feel I got to take you from ground zero to get up to the penthouse with me, do I really want to take that challenge when I know in another state, somewhere else around the world, that person got their shit together? And that's why I'm saying when I talk and I say things, most people haven't walked in my path. Most people haven't been where I've been or have interpreted what I've seen. Because what comes out of my mouth is based on the interpretation I've seen the world. So the world's like a matrix to me. I see things that other people don't see. I translate it differently than other people. And when I express it to the world, some people get it, some people don't. But whenever it comes to women, and if you're a liability asset, or using the word bitch too, by the way.
Right.
And people get upset.
You're from Jersey, I'm from New York. That's regular.
Well, here's the thing about the word bitch.
Right.
When people hear it on an interview, I'm offended he used the word bitch. And I'm glad we're bringing this up. And I want to look into the camera. Where the camera at? Ladies, listen to me. When a man is saying the word bitch in conversation, he is just talking in generalization. Now, if I say, Gloria, bitch, now it's personalized.
Right.
Now you should be upset. But when you talking just reckless out here, ladies, I'm just letting you know, we're not disrespecting you. What we're saying is we're just talking, and it's the way of the world now. Just like nigga we turn nigga into a positive thing, even though it's fucked up. But yo, my nigga, hey,
Right.
my nigga, like it's swag to it now.
It is.
And just like things have changed over the years, we have changed the word nigga. And I want women to understand, unless a man says your name and it is directed towards you, please do not take it personally.
Yeah, it's the tone. I think it's the way how you deliver it. You feel that shit.
Yeah, but unless I say it to you directly.
Right.
If I'm just saying and your
Even
name is not
sarcastic,
involved.
you could, because I say I'm very sarcastic as well. So I'll be like, man, you're such a bitch. Like, you're going to feel that
Right.
instead of like, you bitch.
Right.
You know?
But
So-
again, it has to be personalized.
Right,
If it's
right.
not personalized, if your name is not attached to it, unless we're in an argument, you know I'm really talking
Right,
about
right,
you.
right.
Now we're in an argument, I'll say you bitch, now you know I'm talking about you.
Right,
But if I'm
exactly.
talking to somebody on the camera and to millions of people watching the world.
Right. It's not
I
about
don't-
you.
I don't know you.
Right,
I have no
exactly.
idea who you are.
Exactly.
But you took time
Yeah,
to
yeah.
comment on something to make it about you. And that's the mistake I want women to stop doing. Stop making it about you.
And about these Birkin bags and red bottoms, that doesn't mean that you achieved something or you're successful. That doesn't define you. I think for me, success is my children are happy and healthy, that I can eat wherever I want to go. I can, travel wherever I want. I think that is successful. I think that is that I'm in good health. Like, I just feel like people think that they have to live this certain lifestyle to say that I have achieved, I have accomplished. No. A bus driver can be very accomplished, a doctor, a lawyer, a garbage man, and they're very successful in their field. So I want people to know that it's okay to marry a truck driver. My dad did many things, but one of the things he did was a truck driver.
Right.
And I was very proud of him,
Yeah, it's about character.
It is.
It's about character. I totally agree. But if you can get a Birkin's back,
Right. I would
And if you
sell
can get
that
a red
shit.
bottle-
I would sell that shit because that doesn't define me. Like, people want to rob you. Like, I'm good with that shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
When I
For
think
that,
of
and what is it, 30,000, 20,000?
when I
Invest in a
think
business.
when I think of Birkin bag, when I think of red bottoms, there's nothing wrong with it. It all depends on where you wear it to.
Oh, okay.
See, it's based on your
Agreed.
environment.
I agree with that.
Right? It's based on your
But
environment.
all
Now, if
women
you-
have this mentality, especially in Miami. The girls are just walking the streets. I got a Birkin. I got the red
Yeah, if you just
bottoms.
walk in the street, no, it's not worth it. You gotta go to certain places so nobody is really even care about it because they got one too.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Because they got one too. And that's the thing. If you can get the bag, I'm not saying don't get it. I'm just saying that's not something I'm going to do if you haven't achieved that. Right. I'm not going to try to impress you that way. That's me.
Right,
But
right.
if another guy wants to get that for you,
Yeah.
you wrote, cool. If you're the good, want to spend $1,000 on shit. What I'm saying, it was good for you on that level. Enjoy your life.
Right.
I'm just saying what you're saying. It doesn't mold you. But if you can get the things, certain things make me feel good. I like
agree.
wearing Jordans, right? I like smelling a certain way, like a certain kind of cologne, right?
Right.
I like underwear. I'm really a fan of underwear. I like polo. I love Calvin
Right.
Klein.
So briefs,
I
boxers?
gotta wear them I gotta have on new underwear every day. I can't wash the stuff. I throw stuff away.
Oh my God, I was just talking about that with Cisco. He doesn't
Yeah.
wear the same underwear ever twice.
Yes,
And socks.
Yes, and no disrespect, I'm gonna get you. This is my interview. I want to talk
Oh, no,
about
I'm
Cisco.
just saying.
No, and I know Cisco very well. That's my man. But no, Cisco. Sorry, this is about me again. And yeah. So I gotta have that, and that's just me.
Right.
And I just love life, Gloria.
Yeah, I know
Listen
you
to me,
do.
baby. Let me tell
I
you
love
something.
listening to you.
Gloria, let me tell you something.
Tell me.
I'm doing my thing.
No, I love it. That's
I'm a
why I love
happy guy.
talking to you. I love your state of mind, and I like that it's different from mine, and
Right.
it opens my mind. Some things you make me think like, damn, okay, I do agree. And
Right.
I like that different perspectives because it opens me up.
Yes, yes,
Because
yes.
I'm not always right. And you
Right.
teach me things as well.
Right.
And make me open my eyes, but like, okay, maybe I'm looking at the wrong dude or the wrong perspective
right.
of
'Cause I was,
marriage.
I was trying to holler at you. And I was
Yeah.
like, and like, you my baby. So I was like, I wanted to open up your mind, open up a few things, because I think you're
I know.
amazing.
Courting. What is to you courting? When you're courting somebody, what is your definition?
Courting to me is old school. Like I believe conversation, because that's sapiosexual.
Right.
And like you said, when you first start talking, how you think a certain way. But after a young lady is talking to me for a while, it changes her perspective. Give me an example. You know, this beautiful girl, I met her, she was 20 years old. She's 42 now.
Okay.
And to this day, she talks about how I changed her life. She talked about how the books I gave her to read, the game that I taught her. She tells other women these same stories. She talks about how you should read the newspaper. And she would say to me, oh, that they would frown and all that kind of stuff. And she said, TK, you just gave me so much game. She's very successful. She's doing a thing. And I mean, I got so many stories. One of my greatest stories, too, and probably all of them great. I was in New York, and I saw this beautiful girl walking down the street. And this is when you can stop and talk to somebody or talk to you.
Right.
I pulled over, I was talking to her, we was rapping. And I got convinced to get in my car. And I dropped off, like about maybe a 15-minute ride. Never saw her again. I get to Atlanta, and my cousins, everybody in my family is very successful. So we pull up to the Shark Bar. That's when the Shark Bar was popping back in the day. And we pull up in the Shark Bar, get out the whips and stuff, and we come in as the hostess. And she's bringing my family in, and my cousin says, hey, I forgot her name. She said, I want you to meet my cousin, TK Kirkland. She turned around and said, T to the motherfucking K? She said, he changed my life in 15 minutes.
Insane.
That's exactly what she said. And I got receipts. And what I mean by receipts, I got stories all day about in my journey, women who I've met, who I changed their mindset or the way they think or made them successful. And when I say successful, doesn't always have to be money.
Right.
Just made them successful internally, soulfully, and spiritually. So that's the gift.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I see that in you. Because things
Because when we're talking, you
Yeah,
were
I was
like,
about to
TK,
say,
my
yeah.
God, TK. So we talk personally, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
And she'll tell you,
some
I
things
have
we
that
like,
effect.
I mean, some things I'm like, yeah, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
That'll be our conversation.
Mm-hmm.